Hola amigos investors, my name is Juan Estrella and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about Fiat Chrysler Automobile. So let's get started. Okay, so we have Fiat Chrysler Automobiles. Is the eighth largest automaker. It gets its revenue from selling its cars around the world. Main competitors, we have a Toyota, GM, Volkswagen, Nissan, Hyundai, and Ford. We have another makers, but at least this is the one that I just want to mention. Now we can just jump into the numbers. Now I just want to show you something on the Finbis. Right now we have a PE ratio of 6.91, forward PE ratio of 5.25. Currently, as I mentioned before, the best case scenario is like we can just have a forward PE ratio of less than 20, and right now, yes, this is a very good number, 5.25. Price to book, it's currently with 0.93. Remember that this one, if it's less than 1, that's a very good sign. Jumping to the next graph, now I just want to show you the price to sales. Currently it closed at 0.23. So as a kind reminder, remember if we have a 1 point or less in ratio of price to sales, that's also a very good sign. Now equity. Right now we have $29.53 billion. So if we have a positive, that means that basically we have more assets than liabilities. Basically, we have the current ratio of the 0.96. This is something that I would rather prefer just to have at least 2 points or more, because, for example, if we have like a 1, well, that's okay. I mean, but if in the future we have another extra emergency, it will be very hard for them just to pay the debts. But at least 0.96, yeah, it's still a good number, but I would rather prefer 2 or more. Now, I just want to show you now the PE gap, forward PE ratio for the FCAU, and also the comparison with the sector median. Currently, the sector median, the automakers mainly, we have $23.33 against the FCA. We have a 17.06. So that's a very good sign. That means that it's below the sector median. I just want to show you here that currently Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, currently they don't offer forward dividends and yield. However, basically they may have a special dividends, and I will just show you later. Now we can just jump into the next graph. Currently, by the time I'm just making this video on in January, basically it closed at $15.23. So yeah, even though that is just it just fall a lot, but yeah, at least I just want to show you some graphs just to check more that out this. Now in the relative strength indicator, basically we have in the 30 points in this place. So basically that means that basically the investors are this stock is overselling. So in this case, at least for me, this is a very good sign, at least just to get some couple of stocks. Okay, so now let's jump into the finance. Basically, we have they have some specific signs here. I just want to show you something here. Earnings per share. Basically, the earnings per share we have currently of $0.89 per share. Yeah, even though that is small, but I just want to show you. Basically, remember that this stock is not too expensive. That's the reason we have this kind of earnings. So I just want to show you an extra data if this is a very good sign. Now, basically, for the last report, it was on the October 27 in 2020, and basically the investors they thought that the estimate it will be the $0.43 or 43 cents, but actually it was reported at 89 cents. So basically it was a surprise of 107.32%. That's the reason, at least in this basically in this period of time, the stock was basically going up. Okay, before to show you in the graph, just to jump into the technical analysis, I just want to show you the last data that I just want to present, and earnings per share in comparison with the last year. Currently, remember that the last report in the 2020, it was an earnings of 89 cents. And in comparison with the same report from the last year, it basically was a loss of 12 cents. So basically that means that, as you mentioned, I really like to have always the earnings per share higher than the last year. So also this is a very good sign. Okay, so now as I mentioned, let's jump into the graphs. In this case, I just let me zoom in a little bit. Well, in this case I can, but as you remember, in the April 2nd, basically the action, it was around the $6.61. But yes, now if you see, this is this kind of graph. Basically, this stock was going up. And I just identified some couple of resistance. Basically, if you see, it was a very nice going up for this stock. Let me check a little bit bigger these numbers. So at least by the time I'm just recording this video, it closed at $15.40. And as you see, now is going to just basically it's falling, and as you see, it's falling very quick because actually we cannot identify any specific resistance for this case. And as you see, to the max, at least for the last period, basically went up to almost $15.54, and now is currently and it closed right now with the $15.40. I think that there is two different resistance that we may have in the future. I think it will be the price like a $14 average, and also the next the resistance that I would like to also, for example, start with this stock and start to play it. Hopefully it can go to the $12, 12-ish. That will be for me at least a very good sign just to start playing with this stock. But for example, for at least for the swing traders, yes, I mean, for example, you can actually just play around with a couple of stocks, and if it's falling more, yeah, you can just buy an extra stocks just to have the average of your price. Okay, so finally, I just want to mention the last how was the performance for this stock in the last specific period. For this one, we have during the weekly performance, it was minus 3% fall. In the last month, it was 0.13%. The last 3 months, it was 6%. The last 6 months, it was 32.93%. And the last, basically, during the 1 year, it was 60.70%. And basically, during this year, we have a performance of minus 3.50%. Okay, guys, so yeah, thank you so much for this video. Hopefully you like this video, and please just put me in the comments what do you think about this stuff, if we will fall more, and what is the best basically value that you want to start to buy this stock just to play around. Okay, perfect. So thank you so much, and see you on the next one. Bye.